What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Outriders. Now in our video today, we're taking a look at all the best methods to farm legendary loot. If you're after some of these sweet weapons and haven't been able to get your hands on one, then be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a rating down below and a comment. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're new here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Outriders content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. So with the launch of the recent Outriders demo, it's a good time to start talking about loot, and a handful of you have been able to get your hands on some pretty awesome weapons. I've managed to get my hands on 3 amazing legendary weapons. One of these is called Amber Vault. This is a legendary double gun. It's got 60 rounds in the magazine and fires at 750 rounds per minute. Next up I had the Migraine. This is a legendary submachine gun. It's got 50 in the clip and can fire at 857 rounds per minute, and as you can see there's some pretty lethal mods applied to this weapon. And last but by no means least, we have the Iceberg, a legendary bolt action rifle. It's got 5 in the clip and can fire at 75 rounds per minute, and it has an amazing mod called Icebreaker, where killing shots against frozen enemies make them explode, dealing 229 damage. And these make up just a handful of some of the amazing weapons available in Outriders. Be sure to sound off down in the comments below if you have any others that we should be hunting for. So that's just some of the loot that is on offer, but what are the best ways to farm legendary loot? Well, there are a handful of ways that you can go about it. We're going to cover 3 of them in this video, depending on whether you're going to be running either solo or even as part of a squad with your friends. Now before kicking off any farming, be sure to finish all the story missions available in the campaign. You'll know if you've reached the end of the demo because you'll get the cutscene thanking you for playing the demo, and you'll be sitting at around level 7 and hopefully at world tier level 5. The aim is to get to world tier level 5 as this offers you the best chance in terms of getting legendary loot. And once you've completed all the main story missions, you'll still be able to replay those missions, but also some of the side quests too. Now the first farm we're going to take a look at is in the Terra Infirma side mission. Now you can find this over on your quest map over towards the camp. Now in order to activate the side quest, you'll need to speak to Shira Gutman. Now she's in the top part of the camp up the stairs. If you're not too sure exactly where she is, then follow the route I'm taking on screen right now and I'll take you directly to her front door. Now when you activate this part of the mission, there will be a cutscene and a few dialogue options. Be sure to choose the top one, which allows you to replay the side mission. Now once you've selected all the correct options, you'll spawn back outside in the camp. Now from here we need to make our way over to the Shattered Front. This is where the actual side mission takes place, and this will be one of the locations where you'll be able to farm some legendary loot. Now you want to make your way through the side mission as you normally would until you get to the final part, and this is where you have to search the area for Lieutenant McCain. Now he appears on the map as a captain, but the good news for us is that he spawns out the same door at the same time every single time, making him a very easy target to farm. He has a higher chance to drop legendary loot, and you'll also find a few elites in the area, once again offering better chances of getting loot too. Now the trick with this farm is to zone in on the captain himself, avoid any of the other ads and try and trap him as soon as he comes out the door. If you can stagger him too, you can unload lead directly into his head, taking him out in a mere few seconds. And once you've taken him out and a few ads too, you can let the rest of the ads take you out, and this will respawn you back at the checkpoint. And once here, it's a simple task of rinsing and repeating. Now a thing to be aware of is you have a world tier 5 bar at the top of your screen. Now if you don't defeat enough ads, this will gradually reduce over time. So if you find your bar is getting quite low to dropping down into tier 4, be sure to take the extra time that you need to slowly build this up, and you can do that by defeating all but one of the rest of the ads in this area. Now the reason for leaving that final one is once again to take you out so you can respawn the checkpoint. And finally, a thing to bear in mind is you can do this solo or as part of a fire team, but in Outriders the difficulty of the activity will scale depending on the amount of members in your squad. So if you want a quick and easy farm, be sure to do this one solo to ensure that ads are as easy as possible. Now another great farm inside the Outriders demo is by opening some legendary chests. Now the great news here is that we can rinse and repeat this without the interference of any ads whatsoever. Now in order to pull this one off, you need to return to the lobby in the main menu of the Outriders demo. From here you're going to select a story point, and the one that we're going to look at is the 3rd one down, where we need to confront the Altered at the tower. This will allow us to reload the reunion mission, and it's in this mission that we're going to farm some legendary chests. And once you've made your selection, you'll get a prompt on screen asking you to confirm your story point, and this will overwrite your save slot, allowing you to reset the chests in this particular mission. Now once you load into Reunion, you want to follow the routes that I'm taking on screen, and you're free to open these chests at your own free will. Now unlike the last farm, where the difficulty of the activity will scale depending on the members in your squad, you're not going to be seeing any combatants or ads whatsoever, so you can have as many people as you like in your squad, up to a maximum of 3 at least, and they'll also be able to collect loot from these chests too. Now from my own personal experience, the drop rates for legendaries do appear slightly higher from legendary chests than from bosses themselves. In less than an hour today, I got 2 legendaries from these chests alone. Now a thing to bear in mind too is there is an auto loot option inside the game settings as well. So if you want to ensure that you're definitely not missing any loot on the floor, be sure to double check it before picking it up, or readjust the auto loot options in the settings menu itself. And once you've looted these 3 chests, you can return back to the lobby, and once here we're going to reselect the story point option once again and reselect the same option too. This will allow us to reset the checkpoint and reload back into the mission, allowing us to reopen the 3 chests we just opened. And once you get into a good rhythm, this farm takes no more than 60 seconds to open 3 legendary chests, giving you more chances to get your hands on those sweet weapons. Now in addition to this, there is another option to either get an additional chest, or as I prefer, 2 additional chests. Now you can either defeat the boss in the mission, who will grant you another legendary chest after that encounter. However, there are 2 more regional chests that we can collect in the Reunion mission, taking our total chest count up to 5 in little over 90 seconds. Now the method to do this is exactly the same as loading into the Reunion mission to collect those 3 chests. However, we're going to be going further back through the mission to a previous area where there are 2 additional chests waiting for us. Now this route ensures we don't face any combatants. We're chasing nothing but loot with this route, and to collect all 5 chests it will take you little over 90 seconds. Now you can speed this up by doing some barrel rolls too, and this helps you cover more distance in a shorter space of time. Other than that, follow the route that I'm taking here on screen, and this will take you to all 5 chests available in this area. I'm going to let that footage play from here on out. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a rating down below and a comment. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're new here and you want to keep up to date with more Outriders content, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.